Good morning, a very good morning, students. Today, I'm taking the class of 8, subject history. History is the source of our knowledge. History is the study of past. History is the events of the past. Today's chapter, I will discuss with you today Reformation. Chapter is Reformation. What is Reformation? What is Reformation? Reformation is a movement. Reformation is a movement by Protestant against the Catholic Church. Church can be divided into two. Church, one is Catholic, another one is Protestant. So the movement by Martin Luther, against the Catholic Church, is known as Reformation. So, why this movement? Because of the corrupt practices of the church. Because of the corrupt and evil practices of the church by Martin Luther. Next, what is the role of Martin Luther? Number 2. Role of Martin Luther. Martin Luther was a German monk. He was a professor of theology. He was a professor of theology at Wittenberg University. He was a professor of theology at the Wittenberg University. He objected that the people in the church, they did not confess. The people in the church, they did not confess against the corrupt practices of the church. Corrupt practices means indulgence. Corrupt practices means teeth 1/10 of the income. Corrupt practices means Peter Pence. Okay. So Martin Luther, he was a German monk and a professor of theology at Wittenberg University. He first objected that the people did not confess against the corrupt practices of the church and the corrupt practices of papacy, that means rule of Pope. So they buy the indulgences from John Tetzel, who is in the way was raising the money, to rebuild the Saint Basilica Church. So people did not confess against the corrupt practices of the church, or in this way John Tetzel He, to rebuild his Saint Basilica Church, he he sold the indulgences. So Martin Luther started a movement against the corrupt practices of the church, and this is known as Reformation. What is the role of Martin Luther? He was a German monk. He protested against the corrupt practices of the church. Luther was excommunicated. Luther was excommunicated by Pope due to protest against church. He was a Protestant. Church was divided into two types. One is Catholic Church, another one is Protestant. Who protest against the corrupt practices of the church, they were known as Protestant. So Luther, he was excommunicated for which he against the corrupt practices of the church. Ruler of Saxony, so Luther was excommunicated by the Pope from the church because he was only person who protest against the corrupt practices of the church. He objected that no one can confess against the indulgences or corrupt practices of the church. So he started his movement, and this movement is known as Reformation. So in this way Luther was excommunicated. From the church by Pope. He was protected. Next, he was protected by ruler of Saxony. He was protected by ruler of Saxony. Ruler of Saxony, he protect the Luther, and the Pope directed the German emperor. That to punish the Luther for his heresy. But Luther was ordered to withdraw from the church, and Luther boldly, fearlessly refused the order of the church. Luther fearlessly or boldly step against the church. So Duke of Saxony or ruler of Saxony protected the Luther. He translated role of Luther. He translated Bible into German language. He translated Bible into German language. So many German followers followed him. so many German followers followed him. So Luther, a large number of German ruling supported Luther and broke away the rules of the Roman Catholic Church. The followers came to be known as Protestant. The followers came to be known as Protestants. So your topic, role of Martin Luther. Why Luther was excommunicated? Why Luther was excommunicated? Phone number, role of Martin Luther. 1 number, he translated Bible into German language. Number 2, he wrote 95 theses and nailed it at the door of the church. Nailed it at the door of the church. He wrote 95 theses. He wrote 95 theses and nailed it at the door of the church. So many followers followed him and they were known as Protestant. He wrote Bible into German language. So many rulers of the Germany, they followed him. Next question, impact. Next, impact. So church was divided into two, Catholic Church and the Protestant, due to corrupt practices. Next, impact. Impact of Reformation. What is the impact of Reformation? The church will split up. The church will split it up into two. One, Catholic. Number 2, Protestant. Number 2, Protestant. Next, religious intolerance. Religious intolerance, hatred and persecution of Protestant in Catholic Church became the order of the day and led to the war of the Europe. It led to the war of Europe. Number 3, counter reformation. Number 3, counter reformation. What is counter reformation? In order to restore the church, order to reputation or restore the church, a number of dedicated Christian, started a movement is known as counter-reformation. So what are the impact of reformation? One number, Churchill split it up into two, Catholic Church and the Protestant Church. It led to the war in Europe. So Catholic Church and Protestant Church, they always busy with the war. Number 3, counter-reformation. In order to restore the church, a number of dedicated Christians, they started a movement against the church, and this movement is known as counter-reformation. Number 4, rise of nation states. Rise of nation states. A strong and powerful independent countries in the 14th century in Europe had a common territory. A number of strong independent countries emerged. A number of strong independent countries emerged. They share their common boundaries. They thought to be one as a whole or as a whole. They share the common boundaries, common region, common areas, and they are thinking always same. So a number of strong and independent rulers emerged, and so many towns and cities were set up. So many towns and cities were built up. So many towns and cities were built up. So the Protestant championed the cause of independent, strong rulers, totally free from control of the Catholic Church. A strong, independent ruler emerged. They built new towns, new cities in the 14th century in Europe. So church was divided between the Roman Church and the government. This marked the beginning of the evolution of nation state. This marked the beginning of the nation states. Okay, next, economic development. Last point, economic development. Last point, economic development. The rulers of these nation states, they improved financial resources. Trade, agriculture and industry flourished. New trade, agriculture, economy flourished. Trade, agriculture and economy flourished. So, economic development, the welfare of the people was the lookout of the strong rulers. They are not deprived by the strong rulers. Common people are not deprived by the strong rulers. So the welfare of the people is the welfare of their subjects. The rulers who own the loyalty and support of the people and become the strong and powerful. Those rulers are powerful whose subject is welfare of the common people. Welfare of the common people. So, chapter is completed. Today, I am discussing with you. I discussed with you. So, class is over. Today, my class is over. But I sum up your class. 1 number, Reformation. Number 2, role of Martin Luther. Number 3, impact of Reformation. Completed first chapter. Class history and date 15. So students, I completed my first chapter today. Next I will start your second chapter. Second chapter means the Industrial Revolution.